The movie Drop is a nice little thriller movie which I watched recently, and I can safely say that you would probably enjoy it too in the theater if you are into English movies. The movie is about a beautiful, young, classy looking widow Violet, played by Megan Fahey, who lives with her son Toby and younger sister Jen. Violet is trying to kickstart her social relationships again and strikes a date with a photographer journalist called Henry, played by Brandon Sklenar. And they meet at a classy high rise fine dining restaurant in a very nice and romantic setting. But as Violet proceeds to the restaurant, the movie develops some kind of a strange feeling about the whole place, and you constantly get an eerie feeling as she proceeds towards the classy restaurant. And as the evening proceeds, her date Henry arrives, but there is someone else in the restaurant who starts messaging Violet using a fictional messaging system called Digidrop and starts threatening her and forces her to do something to her date Henry, which is unthinkable. And this is the drama which keeps you at the edge of your seat throughout. You constantly feel, what would you do in such a situation if you were Violet? The director uses the single restaurant set very creatively because that is where the entire movie goes on. The characters at the restaurant are beautifully developed and used for the thrilling story. Be it the fruitcake waiter serving Violet and Henry, be it the lady bartender, or the mysterious looking Oriental lady restaurant manager, or the pianist of the restaurant, or another guy who's come there on a blind date. You do remember all these characters even when you come out of the movie, and that shows how creatively the director has etched them out from the movie onto your mind. Any one of them could be the one plotting against Violet. Even at the climax, every bit of action is creatively juiced out from the restaurant itself. It is hard to imagine how racy the film feels even though you are there in the same restaurant setting 95% of the movie. In the end, everything turns out well, and you tend to forgive any possible holes in the plot in favor of the thrilling and the exciting story which unfolds before you. Megan Fahey does a nice job of playing Violet, and she looks stunning in her red dress and does a decent job at the action scenes as well. Her date, Henry, played by Brandon Sklenar, does a decent job too, and it is almost strange that he is a de facto hero, but the director chooses to make Violet the real hero of the movie unambiguously. So it is clearly Megan's movie, and she clearly manages to impress the audience. I would say it's a nice thriller movie which you probably won't remember a year down the line, but would make for a fun flick to watch for the moment while it's still running in the theaters. I would say go, watch, and enjoy this movie called Drop.